From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine Monday morning weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. And this briefing covers the period today through Sunday through the 1st of May. So right off the bat, I wanted to share with you the, let's see here. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. How really the main weather story for today, which is going to be the warmth. So, and you'll see there a couple places will probably either just touch or at least approach 90 degrees. Well, you know, I mean, you might be thinking, well, yeah, 90 degrees is hot, but, you know, I mean, that's not unheard of, right? I mean, you know, once we get into July and August, yeah, I mean, that's like, I'd take 90 degrees on any day. That feels cool in July and August. But when you're in May, well, actually it's in April, we're not even May yet. When you're in April and you're hitting 90, your bodies just aren't used to it, right? So what we always say is early season heat is very impactful because we're not acclimated to it yet. So we wanted to kind of just draw your attention to, 89, 90 degrees, while in July or August might not be that big of a deal. In April, folks can get some heat issues. If you're doing outdoor work or, spending a lot of time outdoors or that sort of thing. So anyway, the takeaway is, take it easy today if you're doing outdoor work, or if you know folks who are doing outdoor work, just remind them to drink lots of water, seek shade, and just take it easy, take breaks. All right. So anyway, let me switch screens here to GR Earth, and I'll show you that these are current readings, and we're making our way up through the mid and upper 70s right now. And a couple things you might notice that jump off the page, so to speak, on this screen here. First thing, this little cloud line right here, by the way, is an old front, a backdoor front. This part would be like a warm front, and this part would be a cold front. Okay, and that is in some part connected to this frontal system. And how do we know there's a front right here? Well, number one, look at the difference in temperature, right? So a cold front is basically a boundary between two different air masses. And cold front is approaching and overtaking warmer air, right? That's what makes it a cold front. When warm air overtakes cold air, well, then that's basically a warm front. So you can see these readings here in the 50s behind the front and 70s out ahead of the front. But there's even a more stark transition here when we look at dew points. Look at those dew points there, going from 60 in Nashville to 42 at St. Louis, and 28 in dew point up in Iowa. So anyway, that's a cold front. And basically, as that frontal system moves east, you can see, look, there's some rain along and ahead of that front, right? And as that whole system moves east, that's going to be our next weather maker, and that will get in here. This rain, showers, and thunderstorms will get in here on Tuesday. In the meantime, enjoy the clear skies. Look at the clear skies over us. And again, the front here and the front here implies a nice circulation right here, which is, guess what? High pressure. All right. So anyway, my weather lesson for this Monday is over. So just wanted to point those few things out here. All right. So what do we got here? So the upcoming pattern, the front, dry and hot today. A cold front will move through the area on Tuesday. That front I just showed you. That system will bring a chance for showers and thunderstorms. Now, again, when you're at this time of year, when we get really warm ahead of the front, like we'll be warm, and a big, lifting mechanism such as a cold front, that could set the stage for a couple strong, if not severe storms. Damaging winds tomorrow would be the main threat. We're talking a level 1 out of 5. This is a low-end severe threat, but a severe threat nonetheless. We have to keep our eyes open for that. All right, and then once that front pushes east, look for high pressure to set up over the region for Wednesday and Thursday. That'll give us some nice weather. There are hints that a warm front could bring us some patchy light rain on Friday, but I underscored and italicized the word light because if we get any rain on Friday, it'll be very, very light. Most places, in fact, will remain dry. And then Saturday's looking dry. Most of Sunday's looking dry. There's a next frontal system approaching for early next week. If that system speeds up, I could see us clouding up late Sunday, maybe even some rain Sunday night. But right now, most of the models keep us dry until late Sunday night and Monday with that next frontal system. So the takeaway is we should have a mainly dry and warm weekend. All right. In terms of how much rain, none today. We're talking a light rain event tomorrow, even though there might be some thunderstorms. Generally speaking, we're going to see less than an inch of rain tomorrow. Dry Wednesday, dry Thursday. There's that patchy light rain on Friday. I'm talking the lower panel in the middle. But again, that's like we're talking trace to 1/10 of an inch if you see any rain at all. So when you add up the next 5 days, we're, again, less than an inch of rain. So not a drought breaker that we need. All right. Given the lighter rainfall amounts, we're not predicting any flash flooding for the next few days. And this graphic shows where the severe thunderstorm threat is at. And you can see the darker shade of green implies a level 1, which is marginal, isolated severe storms possible. And there's a little bubble of darker green right over us, right over central North Carolina tomorrow. That's what that front pushing through. So anyway, there's a marginal risk for severe storms on Tuesday, level 1 out of 5. Marginal, isolated, however you want to call it. We don't want to rule it out, but I'm not going to see a lot of severe storms. But those who do see severe storms, damaging straight line winds, that's the main hazard with those storms tomorrow. All right, looking further down the road to the following week, we're looking at temperatures. The odds really don't favor above or below. So when you're not orange and you're not blue, that means there's nothing in the data that screams, above or below, right? That just means you're probably, within, it still could be above, it still could be below, it could be normal. It's just the odds are the same. All right. But the odds do slightly favor wetter than normal. So, again, I think we'll take that. Most people would agree we still need to do a little catch up on rainfall. In fact, east of I-95, that drought is persistent. D2 continues for an area basically across the coastal plain, and obviously having some agriculture and stream flow issues. Actually, stream flows are much below normal. So anyway, and there's some wildfire issues noted last weekend. 829 acres in the Croatan National Forest burned. So anyway, yeah, we could use some rain east of I-95. So we'll see if we get any relief in that 8 to 14 day period. All right, I think that's enough for today. Let's wrap it up. Dry and hot today. A cold front will move through the area on Tuesday. This system will bring a chance for showers and thunderstorms, a couple of which could be severe with damaging winds the main threat. High pressure will give us decent weather Wednesday and Thursday. Nice weather, seasonable. A warm front could give us some patchy light rain on Friday. Most places should expect to stay dry. And if you do see any, it'll be very light. Probably not enough to even wet the garden. You'll probably still have to irrigate your garden plants on Friday. So if you need to. But anyway, then mainly dry weather this weekend before the next chance of rain comes early next week, maybe Sunday night at the earliest. And there's your numbers there at the bottom. So look at that. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, highs in the 70s. So behind that front, the front's coming through on Tuesday. And just look at those gorgeous numbers there. Sunny, sunny, and sunny. I will point out Wednesday night we could dip down into the lower 40s. I think we're going to be above the frost threat. But if you do have garden concerns, ag concerns, or sensitive vegetation concerns, check back with us to late tomorrow, just to make sure that those numbers aren't going to go any lower than what we have here. So anyway, just wanted to point that out. All right, so that's today's weekly briefing for the 25th of Monday, or wait, what am I saying here? 25th of April, Monday here, 2022, and that wraps it up here for this Monday morning weekly briefing.